Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dr. Aphra from the Star Wars Black Series. Now this is an excellent figure, but before we take a closer look at it, let's go ahead and take a look at its packaging. Here it is, pretty standard for what we've seen out of the Black Series. Nice big window here on the front of the package, as well as an image of Dr. Aphra down here in the corner. And then flipping it over onto the back, the same image is repeated again, as well as a brief description. And of course, if you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. So anyway, like I said, standard stuff. We've seen it a million times, so let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself here. Now, Dr. Aphra stands at 5 3/4 inches tall, so she's right in scale with all of your other Black Series figures, and she does come with a couple accessories. The first one here is her blaster pistol. As you can see, very nicely detailed. It does have a little bit of paintwork on it here at the tip, but unfortunately, no weathering or anything. I would have liked to have seen that, but not the biggest deal in the world. It does look nice. And of course, you can plug this into the holster on her belt here. So you can see it fits in there nice and snug, which is always good. And then her next accessory is her beanie cap here. It's made of a nice soft rubber, so whenever it slips onto the figure, it fits really nicely. I think it looks really good on the figure. One thing I will mention that I think is kind of funny is when you remove the helmet, or the hat rather, you can see she's got some really horrible hat hair going on. So you'll probably want to just leave the hat on all the time. Now, as far as articulation on this figure goes, there are some things that I think are kind of experimental that I haven't seen too much of in the Black Series before, and we'll talk about that. So in the head, she's got a ball peg with a hinge in the neck, so she's got pretty nice range of motion. Unfortunately, it is a little bit restricted by her hair, just because of the length, but not much Hasbro could do about that. They did make it soft so you can get a little bit more range of motion out of it, but really nothing else that they could have done there. Now at the shoulders, she's got a ball peg in the torso and then a hinge in the shoulder. So it's basically the same as a ball hinge, but it gives you just a little bit of extra range of motion, as you can see in there, just the tiniest little bit extra. Sort of strange that Hasbro took the time to put that in there, seeing as it doesn't really add too much to the figure, but it doesn't take anything away, so I'm not complaining about it. She's got a hinge at the elbow with a swivel, basically 90 degrees there, so that's fine. And then she's got a hinge at the wrist with a swivel, and then the hinge runs horizontally through the hand on both sides. Now at the torso, she's got what feels like a single, well, no, it's probably a double ball peg with how much range of motion she's got. Really, really excellent range of motion there in all directions. You can actually pull it so far that you can see down into the joint, which is, pretty good. And then at the right under it, she's got an ab crunch. So you just get an excellent range of motion in her torso, which is really nice. I wish they would do this on more figures. At the hips, she's got T-joints. Pretty standard range of motion there, which is good. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then a hinged ankle with an ankle rocker. So overall, a pretty cool figure. I really like this character from the comic books. I've read pretty much all of them. So I'm really glad that they decided to give this character a Black Series release, seeing as we don't always get a lot of these sort of like comic book characters. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.